What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Eddie Hearns defending Canelo Alvarez, justifying why he wanted to make the fight with Badou Jack at 180 pounds. Now, for y'all that don't know, Canelo was in talks with Badou Jack. Badou Jack, who is the cruiser, I think WBC champion, or he's a cruiserweight champion, right? Cruiserweight is the limit of 200 pounds, and Canelo wanted that fight to be at 180 pounds. He wanted a catchweight at 180 pounds. Now, Canelo got a lot of criticism, not from the Canelo fanboys. The Canelo fanboys try to justify it. And you guys know me, I always say, like, I don't have anything against, I like Canelo. I don't like some of the things that he does. But then again, it's not too many boxers that I just like every move that they make. I definitely I call out every boxer like that. If they make a move that I don't like or whatnot. But Canelo's fanboys, I definitely have just a strong issue with. And I want all of Canelo's fanboys to hate me. That's just my goal. Eddie Hearns spoke out on the criticism that some people gave Canelo Alvarez, and this is what he had to say. Of course, his fanboys, they were upset and they were crying, but this is what Eddie Hearns had to say about Canelo trying to make the fight with Badou Jack at 180 pounds.
I know he's a good friend, so sometimes a little bit, it might be a little hard to maybe criticize somebody or something like that, but do you think Canelo is somewhat taking the easy route, only when you look at it from the standpoint of Charlo hadn't fought in over 2 years. The Badou Jack fight, Badou Jack came out and said that Canelo wanted to fight him at cruiserweight, but at 180 pounds and have a rehydration clause. So how do you kind of look at that?
Well, firstly, let's look at the two. Let's look at the Badou Jack fight. You can't criticise Canelo, who's a 168 pounder, for wanting to cap out weight at 180, when he fights at 175, he can hardly get there. Do you know what I mean? Like, he can't really weigh more than 180, having done a full camp. So he's going to go in the ring at 180 or 185. And otherwise, if you don't cap that, Badou Jack's going to go in the ring at 210. You're giving away 25, 30 pounds in the ring. Like, I don't feel like he should just, like, a lot of people said he made a mistake going to 75 to fight Pitbull.
So for y'all, and I know a lot of you guys that watch this, y'all understood what Eddie Hearns says, but like, you gotta understand, when I speak on Canelo, a lot of his fanboys come listen to my videos, and the fanboys are very slow, so I gotta break it down for the spids, the fanboys. Anyway, so what Eddie Hearns is saying is basically that, he's saying you can't criticize Canelo Alvarez for wanting to fight at 180 pounds. He barely weighs over. He can barely make 175 pounds. He says he maxes out at weight maybe like around a little bit over 175 pounds. So he says he won't, like, coming on the fight night of the fight, while Badou Jack would have been weighing 200 plus, Canelo Alvarez would only be 180 pounds. So that's his justification for Canelo Alvarez wanting to bring Badou Jack down, 20 pounds and fighting him at 180. Mr. Eddie Hearns, I'm just, I just got a suggestion. I got a great idea. How about Canelo just don't go up and fight for a cruiserweight title if he can't make the damn cruiserweight limit? So, I mean, that kind of just answers that question right there, buddy. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's a damn soul in the boxing world that woke up one morning and said, hey, I want to see Canelo Alvarez fight Badou Jack, and I'm going to press for that. Canelo needs to move up to cruiserweight to fight Badou Jack. I don't think it's a soul that just really woke up and said Canelo should fight Badou Jack, all right? Now, it's mighty funny to me how you have, Canelo fanboys that try to justify they justify Canelo fighting Badou Jack at 180, right? To the Canelo fans, you guys had a problem with Floyd Mayweather fighting Canelo Alvarez at the catchweight of 152 pounds, right? You had a problem with that, right? You had a problem with Floyd bringing Canelo Alvarez down to 152. But you have no problem with Canelo Alvarez bringing Badou Jack all the way down from 200 pounds to 180 pounds with a rehydration clause. Now, again, I always say I don't have an issue with rehydration clause like that, bro. Like, because I've always felt like if now in this situation I do, because the fight is Canelo was trying to make it at a catchweight, so it's already one thing that you're trying to drain me 20 pounds. Now but in a situation like where both fighters are fighting at an ideal weight, like 130, 135, 140, 147. You're fighting at the actual weight limit. I don't have an issue with rehydration clause, because I always feel like it's like an unfair advantage. For example, like a guy like Chavez Jr., who weighed in at 160, but it'll be like 190 walking into the fight. Or Gilberto Ramirez, that's a real good one, who will weigh in at 175 but come into the fight at 205. You know what I'm saying? Those situations, I can understand you putting a rehydration clause on, because that is, if you're coming in that big, you don't even need to be fighting at that weight class, bro. That's just an unfair advantage in my opinion. But in this situation, though, you already draining this man 20 pounds, Mr. Canelo Alvarez. Why not just don't move up and fight at one and fight at cruiserweight? That's, people already said that he kind of maxed out at 175 pounds, and I get it. I understand Canelo wants to do, add more to his legacy, be a champion in 5 different weight classes. But bro, Canelo, listen, sometimes you just gonna have to don't be too greedy, bro. I mean, you already a Hall of Famer. You're a champion in 4 different weight classes, right? You're a champion in 4 different weight classes. Bro, I mean, you a Hall of Famer. You accomplished something that no other super middleweight has accomplished by becoming the first undisputed super middleweight champion, bro. You got a belt at 175 against Sergey Kovalev, all right? You were unified at 154 and 160. Like, bro, dog, just be like, you did what you did, bro. Like, my dude, you a Hall of Famer. You a great boxer. It's things that you do that I don't like at times, but I'm not finna ignore the fact that you a great boxer. Bro, just, hey, you alright, bro. Like, you don't have to get that fight with Badou Jack. I don't think nobody is gonna press you for not getting a fight with Badou Jack. As a matter of fact, I think we actually like it more that you don't fight Badou Jack. And it's not even because Badou Jack's not a good fighter. It's just, that's not the fight. You got it, man. You got 2, possibly 3, depending on how active one of these fighters are. But 2 good fights for sure at super middleweight. And one of them that I always feel like you could win, which is against Demetrius Andrade. I always feel like Canelo could beat Demetrius Andrade. I just don't know why. Canelo's just never really been interested in fighting Demetrius Andrade. But the other one against David Benavidez. Like, bro, those and the David Benavidez, for sure, that fight will get you paid. A lot of people talk about, the style of Demetrius Andrade and why Demetrius Andrade, he's a born fighter or whatnot. Well, the style of David Benavidez is nothing but exciting, right? So that, him versus Canelo, that's gonna make for a, bro, I know for a fact, if it's one thing I can assure you, I can't assure you a winner in that fight. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, I don't know, even though I've been pushing hard for David Benavidez versus Canelo, I push hard because that's a fight that's a great fight. I don't know. I wouldn't put no money on David Benavidez. As a matter of fact, I don't know that I would bet on David Benavidez to win that fight. I just know that's a great fight that we need, right? So it's very possible that Canelo could beat David Benavidez, bro. It's very, very possible, as a matter of fact. That makes a great fight, bro, but I still rather would see that. And I think that's the fight that everybody wants to see. Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, bro. I think, if you're not going to fight Demetrius Andrade, and I think we all agree, even Eddie Hearn admitted that fight with Jamal Charlo, Jamal Charlo is just way too inactive. He ain't fought in 2 years. Well, I think we can all say that it's safe to say we don't really care for a fight with, Jamal Charlo. I mean, not right now. We asked for that fight 2 years ago. That's when he was active, but not so much right now. You know what I'm saying? So maybe go ahead and fight Go ahead and fight David Benavidez, bro. You don't need the Badou Jack. You know, you ain't got nothing else to prove by moving up to cruiserweight. You ain't got to prove nothing by that. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?